Hi, this is Keith, and these are two players that I got demolished by. Uh, I actually used this minor poison deck before, and I've gave up on it because I couldn't win with this. And this is how you definitely destroy me. So let me just turn on the volume here. Now I had the elixir pump, and I elected not to use it because he minor bats me right off the bat, which is an interesting move. So here comes minor bats, and that bats just ate me up. So lost about 1,000 damage there. Pump, he elects to poison. And he uses the miner to tank a lot. So that's quite interesting. So I might try this deck again. So here's miner to tank. See, he send in the pre-goblin, and then he quickly miner to tank. So another chip damage. Now I lost this deck because I couldn't build up a push, and actually my deck is more powerful than his deck, but he got a lucky win, but I was just not skilled enough to beat him. Look at that awesome chip damage that he does. So again, it was pre-bats with miner to tank. Here's pre-bats again. Defensive bats with no miner. Here's ice golem for another tank. No support. Finally my push. My goodness, it took forever. So I'm gonna go into push. We'll see how he defends with an Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon at the back. He sends in miner to pressure. Interesting move. So that miner destroys my tower, and I destroy his tower. So I mean, like, my deck's pretty powerful, but I just couldn't keep up with his cycling. Okay, so he sends in goblins to beat up mine, and then he's going in on the left side, so on the open side. He doesn't want to have to deal with the golem, so he's pushing. Here's another tank with goblins. I ignore it. Sends in another tank, so he has 2 tanks, 3 tanks with support unit, and because I didn't deal with the bats, could not beat them. So good for him. Another deck that I want to show was, let me see here. Press OK. This one I saw on YouTube, which is a Hog Mega Knight Infernal Dragon deck. So this deck, I just completely got crushed. I don't have the pump anywhere in sight, so he'll cycle the bats to see what I do, and then bring in the hogs off to the side, and an aggressive poison too. So that takes out 1,000. So I pump because he drops the spell. It doesn't really matter because here he goes, cycles again. So golem and goblins. And here comes another tank with support. So I just can't really defend all these tanks with support. So it's pretty good. Like I have no tower or anything to stop these guys. And my cycle is slow. So, even with my pump, I'm just getting wrecked here. So, look at that. Another tank with bats. I use my ice wizard to tank for the bats, doesn't matter. So I just can't keep up. I'm just getting wrecked. So, try to make one more push. I don't think... Oh, he does poison it. Okay, so he poisoned it. So, I don't think I've seen his Mega Knight yet. And here I push in the opposite lane. I mean, the open lane, because I want to use my left tower as defense. I'm coming in. He's going to bring down his Inferno Dragon. I gotta stop that Inferno Dragon. I have nothing to stop that Inferno Dragon. My bats clean me up. Goblins clean me up. It's just, I have nothing. Absolutely crazy. He actually has like 3 Mega Knights. So here he goes again with the Inferno Dragon to tank. And then he sends him the Hog. He's gonna send in a 3rd Mega Knight soon. Here's another tank. Nice going to tank for all these supports. There it is, the 3rd Mega Knight. And I do my best to stop the 3-star, but I mean, this is crazy. I'll show you how high these 2 opponents were. So the first one was 44.64, and the second one was 46.74. League 3 and League 2. I'm just League 1. League 1 is pretty easy, so I'm pretty happy. I don't know how I'm gonna go get better, so I just need more practice with higher level players, and we'll see how I do. Hopefully next year I'll be pretty good. Take care.